And this was just embarrassing. What is the dealio, folks? Happy election day. Welcome to the channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I'm Ty Smith. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that you are following me on all the platforms you see above and below. And hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. In the process, hit the bell notification. That way you will be notified when I do post. All right. So you guys, the other night when I posted a video, I told you guys how I felt that the Dems know that something is wrong in regards to polling. I know that news outlets and all these things like that, they only been told what to say. Now get it, folks. All of it's part of the game. Like you guys know, everybody, I get a lot of my info from Fox News, independent news outlets, Newsmax. I get it from CNN. I get it from MSNBC. I show CB. I show some of everything. But my point is, some things are set up to seem like they're right leaning. Some things are set up to seem like they're left leaning, right? But when it comes to some things, it's strange that a lot of people say the same thing. Like right now, if you were to go on Google right now and you looked up a video of a lot of news outlets saying the same exact wording and phrases in the same exact way, they're controlled by one major entity. So we're not going to get into all that. But point is, I told you guys, I'm going based off of what I feel that's going on in the atmosphere. And something tells me that the Dems seem to be in the panic. The video I showed you guys last night was proof of that a little bit, right? Now, as of late, polls are going to get underway. I'm getting ready to get with my family here pretty soon. We're going to go and vote together and all that. But it's really strange that somebody else feels the same way. Now, notice I said this yesterday, right? And now Ben Shapiro is coming out and almost saying the same exact thing, right? Check it out.
Ben Shapiro is the host of the Ben Shapiro Show. So, Ben, how do you think the Democrats are handling the election and the aftermath?
Well, I mean, not well. And when you're boarding up your stores in preparation for what looks like Trump Passover, right? If you put the proper Harris Walls signage on your store, then the God of destruction will not visit upon you. Right. And that's never a particularly good look. And the levels of panic are off the charts. And that speaks where they think this election is already. I mean, they think that this election is already trending in Donald Trump's favor. If they didn't think that, they wouldn't be doing precisely what it is that they are doing right now. It's funny. A lot of the headlines right now are all about how they're preparing for Donald Trump rioters. Really, in Washington, D.C., we're back to the Jussie Smollett story now. All these MAGA-hatted voters in Washington, D.C. burning down stores. The panic is palpable, and it's coming largely from one side.
Do you think they're prepared for a Trump victory? I sometimes like to believe that maybe they'll coalesce and help the country return to normalcy, maybe restore the borders, maybe stop spending so much money? Or is this just going to be a bloodthirsty ghoul fest on day one?
Oh, Jesse, you sweet summer child, you. What do you think?
I know Pelosi's going to raid the Capitol with the spear and nunchucks. I get it. But like the rest of the country has to say, we put this guy in there for a reason if that happens tomorrow. No,
this is the
nothing.
Thing. All Americans want, all they want, all Americans want is normalcy. That's all they want. And in fact, in 2020, that's what they thought they were getting when they elected Joe Biden, which is why he started in office with an approval rating in the high 50s. And then he immediately sank because it turns out both he was not normal and his administration was not normal. What they were providing was not normalcy. This is why what they're talking about right now, the American people in electing Donald Trump, is a return to normalcy, meaning a solid economy, no foreign wars, anti-wokeness, a regulatory state that actually makes sense, lower taxes. All people want is not to think about this stuff anymore. So if Democrats make the mistake of running up against Donald Trump's normalcy agenda, and make no mistake, what Donald Trump is running as right now is a normal, moderate candidate. Now, that doesn't mean that he doesn't say things. Everybody knows that he says things. He's Trump. But that's not the same thing as his agenda. His agenda is what Americans are looking for by every available poll, by the way. And so if they stand in the way of that agenda, they're going to pay the price at the ballot box next time, too.
He's running as the rich, stern grandfather, and a lot of people respect that. When you see the narcissism of people taking out insurance policies, Democrats, because they might have to lawyer up because Trump's going to throw them in Gitmo, or I don't know, the lengths they're going to insult people, their own voters, Ben, psychologically, what does that tell you?
I mean, it tells me they think that they're losing. Kamala Harris's team has put out a couple of ads in the course of the last 72 hours. One was to women and one was to men. For women, it was, you need to hide from your husbands exactly how you're voting. You need to secretly vote for Kamala Harris. And then, in case you missed it, they said to men, you need to hide from the other men that you're voting for Kamala Harris. What does it say about a campaign when they're saying to their prospective voters, guys, we know you have to keep it a secret. We know everyone wants you to vote Trump, but secretly you're allowed to vote for Kamala. Here's the thing. I've heard a lot of people in this election make a case for Trump, right? I'm one of them. I've heard many people make a case against Trump. I have yet to hear anyone make a case for Kamala Harris. Anyone. No one can make a case for this woman. She has not made a case for herself. Tim Walz has not made a case for her. Joe Biden will not make a case for her. There is no case for Kamala Harris. There's just pro-Trump and anti-Trump. And I really wonder whether anti-Trump gets you all the way across the finish line with a candidate on the other side like Kamala Harris.
Well, if she can't make a case for herself, why should other people? And she doesn't even talk about the last 4 years. She doesn't talk about the next 4 years, the last 4 years. She just talks about Donald Trump. Do you get a sense sometimes, and we talked about this right after the coup, that this was just to stop the bleeding down ballot? This was maybe to save the House, maybe stop the bleeding in the Senate, and just prevent a wipeout? Because after that debate, we were looking at a wipeout down ballot with Biden as the nominee. Do you still see it this way? Because she's knocking on doors at 8:30 at night in Pennsylvania.
I mean, I think that everything that she's doing right now is a desperation move. I mean, she herself was a desperation move. It's why she's spending time in places with competitive Senate races that may not be competitive for her on the presidential level. She's really allocating resources oddly for a candidate who theoretically, according to her, is up. I mean, her campaign is claiming right now that she is not only going to win tomorrow night, she's going to sweep tomorrow night. Yeah. That is not the way her campaign is behaving.
No. I think we can read the tea leaves, those of us who can read. Ben Shapiro, good to see you.
Okay, so you saw that, you heard all that, right? And it's so much stuff that's going on. And then on top of that, you heard about Kamala Harris going and knocking on doors and meeting people and all that. Why do this on the last day? You would have thought that would have been something you would have did earlier in the campaign. But doing this last ditch, knocking on the door, hugging people and things of the sort like that, is like, why now? It's one more day left. Why now? You call it fake? Oh, it's fake, all right. It's just as fake as her taking a phone call and acting like she's talking to a voter until she does something peculiar here. And I want y'all to watch this. Check this out, because this is just embarrassing. Check this out.
I'm not. How you doing? Have you voted already? You did. Thank you.
Womp, 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 womp. You say, what happened? Look at her screen. Look at her screen. Just watch.
I'm not. How you doing? Have you voted already? You did. Thank you.
You did. You did. Now watch this. Busted. Literally got the, look at that. She's literally showing her own self on the phone right here. What in the world? Come on now. She had her camera app on. At least you could have just took some precautions, Kamala. You could have powered down the phone. Power it down. I mean, a lot of us have done the same exact thing. Now, my patients, y'all might be mad at me, but a lot of times I put my phone on a timer because I know that some of my patients are long-winded and I got other patients I got to get to and other facilities I got to go to. So I put my phone on the timer, and when that timer goes off, it sounds like a phone ring, and I'll pick it up. Hello? Yo, yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do. I'm just saying. So all I'm saying is that at least you could have had a better way of covering that up, Kamala Harris, because you are actually showing us that you literally took almost like a, let me see if I can do this for you guys. I'll zoom in, see if I can zoom in real big. Yeah, she's literally, that's a selfie of Kamala Harris. She's showing her own self smiling, looking up at her phone smiling. Oh my goodness, Kamala. If y'all, you see why she gets the nickname as being a chameleon. You see why a lot of people feel that she's fake, because look at that right there. Oh my God. Shout out to my guy, Benny Johnson, for showing that. A lot of people are showing it, Crowder, Benny, and it's just, it's embarrassing. Anyway, I just want to show you guys that. Make sure you guys get out there and vote. Like I told you guys, I'm going to be going out with my family and doing the same exact thing. We're voting and in real time. We're not doing no mail-in or anything like that. And we're going to see what's going to happen. I will be coming back and shooting live with you guys. So stay tuned for that. I might put up a little community tab or put up a thumbnail. I'm going to be going live mobile, and I'm going to be going live from this studio right here. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're going to see this thing live in the open. I will be showing it in regards to showing you guys the election map. So for example, you guys will be seeing this right here. And as time goes on, we'll be showing you what colors they flip, whatnot in real time. I don't think I can do too much showing other content because YouTube hit me with a warning. Even though I got permission from Fox News to show their stuff, YouTube said our policy says that's ridiculous. Anyway, y'all, I just want to throw that out there, let you guys know all that. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to hit that thumbs up before y'all get out of here. Make sure you do everything you see in that cloud right here, if you would, please. I told you, in that cell phone of yours, you can get in that phone and let somebody know about this channel. Encourage them to subscribe to the channel. Encourage them to be on the live tonight, because I'm going to be going, and we're probably going to be up for a long, long time. So get your coffee, get your tea, whatever it is, your Red Bull, whatever it is you drink, because we probably going to be up for a very long time, all right? The next video that I will do in chronological order most likely is going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be down here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.